Friends, Dr. Murphy on September 21st. I want to read two paragraphs from two editorials, and I want to explain again this thing called universalism. We believe the true word of God is Christ on the cross. Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they're doing. All right, that applies to all human beings, real smart business people, politicians, you name it. All right, and I also want to remind everyone that the founding fathers of the church, the Christian church, the Catholic church, were all universalists until 324, whenever Constantine, the Roman emperor, said, "Oh, I have all the answers," right? And then the splits just continue down through the centuries. We hit the Reformation in the early 1500s, and you have John Calvin and Martin Luther with the unknown prophet, a guy named Ulrich Zwingli. They all thought they had the answers. No, and then they just developed their own sects or divisions in Protestantism, whatever, all right? But we see the same thing in politics. So today, Wall Street Journal, Republican Party kamikazes. In North Carolina and D.C., the party's suicidal impulses are on display. Let's read this. Mr. Johnson has tried to accommodate all sides of his unruly GOP conference, but he can't placate the implacable. It won't be his fault if Republicans lose the House in November, but the kamikazes will blame him anyway. A party that can't manage to fulfill a basic obligation of government, passing a budget, doesn't deserve the majority. GOP voters will keep getting the policy defeats their feckless fighting champions guarantee. A lot of eternal truths there, wisdom, all right? Then we go over here to Peggy Noonan. Kamala Harris is an artless dodger. She evades every question of substance, leaving voters a choice between awful and empty. The interviews here with Kamala Harris are just striking in that, no, there is no substance there. It was hard for me to even read this. And then Peggy Noonan concludes, awful is, well, awful. But he was president for 4 years. We didn't all explode. Institutions held. The threatened Constitution maintained. So maybe that's their vote. Close your eyes and think of England. Unless, of course, in the next 6 weeks, somebody surprises them and impresses them. So two very good people, in my opinion, children of God, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. Okay, Christ on the cross. They don't know what they're doing. They're trying their best, though, huh?